Hello friend, this is Rahul and today we will be talking about sourcing from India. So agenda would be why source from India, what are the different kind of products, tips for effective sourcing from India and getting started from the point where you can how you can get started and then we will have an effective session. Before going further, a little bit about me. You will have an expertise in e-commerce business model understanding along with me. I'm really good and I do have a really good understanding of how e-commerce business works overseas throughout the world. Specialized in Amazon sourcing and account management, I understand how to manage a Amazon account and for that sake any other e-commerce business. Identification and sourcing of unique products from India. Their quality checks and audit, quality check audit for sourcing for sourced product where I can visit the manufacturer and do the audit for QC. Due diligence with India-based manufacturer to get the best deals. Smooth operation and finding best supply chain partner for all your export needs, all your import needs basically. Expert advice on software. So these are my expertise. So you can source unique product from India. India has been known for its handcrafted products. Those are literally unique for India. You can differentiate your brand's identity basically by sourcing this unique product from India, which is not available with your competitors. India has a unique style basically. It's an indigenous style which is never found, which is not found anywhere in the world. You can be focusing on this unique style from India, which would be really a differentiating factor in your products while you're putting those on your e-commerce platform. One of the important aspect is naturally sourced material or green material or even you can say organic material such as organic cotton is being sourced in India. So naturally sourced material, you can basically demand to your manufacturer that material should be naturally sourced, such as dyes could be naturally sourced in India. Okay, you can demand even green material specifically to the manufacturer they're supposed to use that. Even you can ask for recycled material and so on. So this uniqueness of product is going to help you out in terms of stand out of your competitors. Now we are talk about uniqueness of the product from India. One of the important aspect in terms of business facet is low MOQ, minimum order quantity. Now in India you can go with low MOQ as low as 250 or 300 pieces per order. Okay, low MOQ for handmade and home decorations. Like you can go literally really low number of pieces. I know a couple of companies which manufacture doormats and all, where the MOQ is literally is a single piece basically. You order and they will send a single piece. Okay, so there are other companies where you can go as less as 50 pieces for trial, to just check how your market, how your target market is reacting for that particular product. So you can even order as less as minimal as 50 pieces for trial. One more aspect and the benefit from sourcing from India is a minimum order value. Now this is something you can have multiple products, mix of product basically for that stipulated value. Say $3,000 or $5,000. Okay, you can make an order, and then in that order they will bulk different kinds of product. So minimum order value is also available if you're sourcing from India. Yes. Now you might be thinking about ordering from India. So the first thing comes in picture is how to communicate. So one of the important aspects sourcing from India is English is the business language. So communications is really smooth. You literally will feel like home. Like forget the accent, even mine, but you will be literally, having this communication literally crystal clear. Very less chances of miscommunication because almost everybody understands. At least in business, no, everybody understands English. You will find every organization at least few guys who understand English basically, and you don't need any translators. That saves time basically and ability to deliver the message in a crystal clear format. Then the contracts are in English. Basically, India English in India English is the second language, so every contract and everything is been written into English. Okay, so this is one of the greatest and most important benefit because India has already been serving on a huge basis for the services like say software and all. So uh, the contracts, ease of communication, smoother communication, and English being its business language is added advantage once you begin to source from India. One of the important aspect of the business is property rights and its safeguards. So your IPs are in safe hand in India. Okay. So Indian supplier and Indian manufacturer they respect your IP. Okay. They'll put your logo on your design and your custom designs. Okay. So you can share your designs, you can share your thought process to Indian manufacturer, and they're not going to just put that in public domain and everybody comes and copies it. That doesn't happen in India. Indian manufacturer, Indian suppliers, they understand importance of intellectual property rights. They understand how important it is for the suppliers overseas. One of the important aspect again is the manufacturer are into B2B sales. So they don't sell on Amazon.com right now as such. Many of the manufacturers from India, they are not into Amazon business. So this is an added advantage for your IPs, intellectual property rights, which are safe in India. Now, the relationship in between India, USA, Europe, Africa, Australia, and many other nations is really good. So, almost on Indian product, you won't find any tariff. Okay, so like sourcing out of India is literally cost effective way in fact to source. So there are no tariff on Indian products in most of the countries and diversify your sourcing. See, if you're sourcing from any other country or any other nation, you just can't compare. The costing. You can compare the quality. Indian companies, Indian manufacturers will provide really wonderful quality. So simply you can diversify your sourcing and take the advantage of tariff. Create a time for each task and stick to it. Here I come in picture. I will help you out how to plan entire sourcing from India, how to plan your QCs, how to get your documentation done, how to identify which manufacturer is good for you, how to deal with the Indian manufacturer. I'll be happy to help you out here. Work on the most important things first. Now this is really important sheet where see your this is length and depth of your product what you can source out of India. So home decor and gift which is made up out of metal, wood, ceramic, jute, cotton, organic cotton, glass you can source out of India. Then you have your kitchen and tablewares. You got your furniture to be sourced out of India. Then furnishing like cushion, covers and rugs. These are really available at really high quality from India. Fashion, jewelry, accessories, and footwear. India has been known for its diamonds and its pearls, basically. Imitation jewelry you can source out of India. One of the important aspect is leather footwear. You can source leather footwear. Even you can source industry grade footwears from India. Safety shoes and all. Those are really available at really good price from India. Textile and apparels you can source from India for cotton, denim. You can have a mix denim with jute. We got companies, we got manufacturer, we manufacture which manufacture denim and jute mix basically. You might be wonder about Indian manufacturer do have apparels in jute as well. Yes, that those really smooth apparels. India is also known for its silk, and you can source wool as well. See, each and every local territory of India has been known for their local approach basically. So you can if you wanted to have really good wool shawl, you can get it from Kashmir. If you wanted to have really good silk, you can go source it from South India and so on. Indian manufacturers have been known to have organic cotton, to be utilized into their manufacturing. So that could be one of the good source for you to source out of India. Leather manufacturing, leather industry is really huge in India and it is growing really fast. There are wonderful manufacturers based out of Mumbai. You might aware about it, which can craft really good leather jackets, leather pants, leather boots, the purses and everything. So if you're looking for uniqueness, if you're looking for that quality to be maintained in your brand, you can source this leather parts from India. I would be really happy to help you out in this area. Again, the eco-friendly products you can source out of India. There are many companies based out of India which are into dedicatedly manufacturing to eco-friendly products. While sourcing from India, you must have a conceptualization of building a relationship. Okay, a better relationship built in Indian manufacturer will give you a better result. Okay, so I will always advise you to build a relationship, build a trust for the better terms, financial terms, turnaround time terms, and a priority treatment from Indian manufacturer, Indian suppliers. Work with your supplier as your partner, because the Indian people, they're looking for relationship, they're looking for a long-term relationship. So you should be having a focus in your mind. You should be uh, look as look your look towards your supplier as a partner. Okay, and these Indian suppliers, Indian manufacturers, they have a tendency to get part in your business. They're more prone to help their customer out. Visit the factory whenever you can, or you can always have my services for QC uh, agency to visit for you. So, like if you wanted to visit one particular area anywhere in India, you just ask me. I will be really happy to go and visit and check how their manufacturing process is, how big the uh, company is. If you have already procured and you wanted to conduct a QC, I would be really happy to go and conduct the QC and put an audit report and send it to you. One more thing to build a relationship with India is to visit them on their festival. We are Indians, like we have festival throughout the year. Different. See, India is a very large country. There are diversified ethnicity, communities, religions, and everything. So there are different kind of festivals here. So if your supplier is from particular, they like particular festival, you can just simply go and visit them on the festival and ask about the family. They love to answer about it. This is really important to understand with your suppliers. You need to be really critically understanding about your suppliers, that if your suppliers are export focused, do your suppliers are experienced in your market, like the product you're selling in your market, do your suppliers understand that? And the product specialization, if your supplier is specialized in that particular product, you have to be really critically analyzing that. Such as your supplier might be specialized into say masalas, spices, basically Indian spices. Your supplier might be specialized into jute product, like mixing of jute and denim, the denim and the apparel. Like women's apparel is a separate segment, men's apparel would be separate segment, t-shirts would be separate segment. So you have to be very critically understanding what your supplier is and what they provide. One of the important aspect is the right factory size. Okay, now India, we have organized sector, unorganized sector, we have small and medium businesses, and medium and large scale enterprises as well. So India is a vast country, again one has to understand. We have small factories, like really small factories run by families in handcrafts, and really huge factories run by automated system. So you have to understand what your product is. You have to understand, and you have to make sure that your agent, your QC agent, has visited that factory. It doesn't matter small factory or large factory. Okay, that is where the agency comes in picture. There where I can help you out to go and understand exactly what is the quality of the product, what they can do, how is the production capacity now. Because once a business is growing, you need to have these things done. Now you finalize your product, you finalize your supplier, then this part comes negotiation. So negotiation in India and negotiation rest of the world would be a different case. Okay, Indian people. They are not tend to negotiate initially, but Indian suppliers, Indian manufacturer would be happy to negotiate if you are, a frequent buyer, if you are looking for a long-term relationship. Okay, so do not tend to get into negotiation in really early phase of your relationship. Okay, negotiate especially as you scale up, especially your third or fourth order. You can know then begin to negotiate so that you can decipher out the relationship in between. Negotiate the payment terms and delivery lead times, packaging, functions, features, and MOQ. You can always negotiate this part. Uh, See, Indian supplier might give you 45 days lead time, but if you're putting really huge order, then you can negotiate that lead time. You can negotiate packaging like corrugated box, roll packaging for jeans, say. So like and you can negotiate those part. You can negotiate functions, you can negotiate features, you can negotiate MOQ even. So let's begin. Start your sourcing within time and on time. So you can always Google suppliers out and get engaged with them. Then keep an agent like me to get engaged locally and understand the organization. We have dedicated, especially marketplaces been built for B2B segments, such as IndiaMart.com, JustDial.com, Moglix.com is one of the upcoming uh, marketplace. Even you can source BookMyParts.com. Export promotion councils are there in India. You can source your product out of these export promotion councils as well. Whether many Indian manufacturers and suppliers they visit this, they register themselves into export promotion council where you can get the database and get in touch with these guys. Okay, one of the best and the most important aspect that you need to have an agency. Okay, there are many aspects. Like if you have an agent, if you have your agent's foot on on the Indian territory, you will have an insight of that organization because agent will be a local guy who will be visiting these companies, who will be meeting these no owners of those companies, who will be meeting the process of manufacturing, who will be actually looking the process of manufacturing, who will be concerned about the quality as per your need and requirement. Okay, so having an agent like me would be always really good for you to uh, to even to begin with, even to start with, like even from your first order, before even your first order, like you can take help from an agent. And then there are many fairs out of India, like additional information with local QC partners, and like you will have hundreds of fairs throughout India. India is again a huge country: South India, North India, Western India, Eastern India, and their product. So like every region has their own fair and their own specialty. Such as you go to vibrant Gujarat, you can go to Delhi fair, you can go to South India fair, and n number of fair. Here again, an agent comes in picture. He can guide you like depending on your need, which type of product you wanted to source from which part of India, and then the agent can take care of it. So this is really important to keep your eyes and make your agent to work onto this fair, make your agent to get the updated information so that your product diversification will stand unique. Okay, so this is the quote of Paul Mayers. Productivity is never an accident. It is always a result of commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and focus efforts. This is Rahul. Thank you very much. And if you wanted to make an inquiry, please make comment down below. I have been given the link where you can specifically ask me what type of product you wanted to have. Otherwise, you can send me an email as well. Thank you. See you soon.